Hi guys, Oliver here from Spitfire Audio. I hope you're doing well and keeping safe out there. With this video, hopefully I will bring you some good news because I'm going to show you which virtual piano is best for your needs. So I'm going to give you a quick overview over our Spitfire pianos, and in celebration of the Piano Day, the 88th day of each year, we're giving 40% off a selection of our pianos. Please also check out Christian's Piano Book project. Over 300 musicians have made a contribution, and he's trying to make the biggest systems music piece in the world. If you have low budget or no budget, please stay on, because there's also some good news. We have lots of amazing alternatives for you. So I'm gonna dive right in and start comparing those pianos. By the way, this offer is gonna last until this Sunday, until midnight only, so get your hands on it while you can. Our pianos, I've divided them in orchestral pianos, dramatic and character pianos, and then your more affordable alternatives and the labs, which are the free versions. So I'm going to compare them, show each instrument's strength, and maybe we'll talk a little bit about the price and what you get out of it. Let's start with the king of the virtual pianos in our range, which is the Hans Zimmer piano. So recorded at their studios in London with the big in-house piano. Apparently Hans's kind of favorite thing to do is walk into the hall after sessions and play on the piano. And the reason why this is such a big, incredible library is because you have a ton of signals in there. So you have loads of different mic options. If we go here, individual signals, look at that. You have alt room, you have a bottle gallery, you have mid A, B, C, D, outrigger room, spot A, B, C, D. They've almost used every single channel on the desk there. But I just want to play you a little bit here. So full and bright sounds here. I've done my own mix. Spot mic A, mid C, all the way up, bit of room and surround. At the moment I'm leaving it off, but you have the option of surround there. So this piano, I would say, is definitely for you if you are looking to complete your cinematic range, your symphonic range, because it just sits so fantastically with the rest of the libraries recorded there. And this piano, I'm sure, is used in many films. And also it's very, very deep sample, so you have many dynamic layers and round robins. I just want to show you some other options here, so you can load full and bright but soft. So a very sweet sound there. And with this piano, you get a lot of extra content as well, if we just have a quick look here. So we have various effects and percussive effects. So if we go here, various effects. So for example, a muted piano. Nail plugs. Paperclip staccatos. So you have a lot of extra kind of, let's call it left field or more creative choices than a straightforward piano. Then we have some percussive effects as well. Pretty cool. Ha, that's awesome. We have some lid and body hits. if you do write a lot of orchestral mock-ups with professional sounding virtual instruments, then this is definitely worth the investment. Which brings me right away to our next option, which is the Orchestral Grand. So this is also recorded at Air Studios. It's a Steinway Model D, so it has a similar tone, but it's a much smaller library. So the sample content is insane on the Hans Zimmer piano. So you have around, I believe, 80,000 samples, and here it's around 4,000 or 5,000. So even just that is all a bit small scale, but it still sounds absolutely beautiful, but it's much more affordable. You have the option of a tape signal or a direct signal. So the direct signal sounds like this. Here you have the more conventional signal options: close, tree, ambient, or outrigger. A very decent option for you if you're on a smaller budget, or indeed if you don't use the piano as much but you still want a piano in your orchestral range, then this is my recommendation for you. So two very beautiful, more standard, straightforward pianos for your choice there. And then let's go to the dramatic and character pianos. And this brings us to my absolute favorite piano that we have, which is the one in Oliver Arnold's Composer Toolkit, the Felt Grand Piano. I'm just going to play a little bit. So the moment I touch this one, it's giving me inspiration. So it's a character piano for sure. It's felted, it's prepared. You have mix option here. We recorded it with two different mics, so you can address the different mics, the Coles and some condenser mics, I believe, on top. So you can do your own mix there. SP stands for Splosh, and that's Oliver's custom reverb. So with that, it sounds like that. If we turn this on and even a little bit more up. Just an absolute insane reverb. What you get with this piano is a whole library behind it with really beautiful pads and tempo synced and tempo locked synth rhythms. So definitely worth checking this one out. Literally just for the piano, I'd purchased this library, and it's a fantastic offer at the moment. So this brings me to our most recent collaboration with Oliver, which is a project that he has toured live throughout 2019, and it's called Stratus. Stratus are sophisticated MIDI algorithms programmed to trigger a pattern of notes on two identical self-playing pianos. We have turned this concept into an interactive tool enhanced with unique features. So you have rhythmical waves, loops or swarms, but not only played on those pianos, but also on a collection of his vintage synths. And not only can you play those so-called matrices, but also the separate pianos. So center, left and right. So you have three pianos to choose from there. So let me show you how the centered piano sounds like. So you have a similar sound there. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit maybe more direct. The concept of this library is that you have these rhythmic waves and loops that you can create while addressing these different kind of matrices, basically. So let's have a listen. I want to actually the randomize one, or actually if I reload it, I get Oliver's preset. And that again, it's not your conventional piano. It just sits so well underneath like a drama, or just to add a bit of interest, something piano-like but not straightforward a piano. You can address more than 4 voices, of course. So if you want to play more notes. And you have all sorts of options to address the effects, etc. there, and your controls. Let me just play you some loops as well. Let's up the voices a little bit, and then we do one randomize option here. Absolutely fascinating. And here as well, you get a lot more content, synthesizers, you get the same system and technology with synthesizers, so you have very cool synth rhythms. Check out the product page for more information. Our next collaboration, which is also piano-based, is Hauschka, fantastic German composer in his own right and also film composer. And this one is, I would say, even more left field. So I'm just going to play it for you. You can hear it's a piano, but you can, in this library, to be clear, you don't have a straightforward piano only. It will always be affected or prepared, or it's in our evolution grid here. So this is for you if you want to go more experimental, and if you're not looking for your straight down the middle piano. Very cool though. I can have some affected signals as well. Let's see the next one, some damped piano swarms, for example. Hauschka pad hits. Different versions of it. So, as you can see, much more experimental there, still piano-based. So, these are 4 options that you can get with 40% off, minus the Stratus, because that's our newest release. But please go and check out each individual product page for much more information, demos, walkthrough, etc. And we're always happy to help, so please write in the comment section. So, a more affordable product is our Originals felt piano, which isn't included in the promo, but you can get your hands on it for 29 euros, dollars or pounds only. The sampled content, of course, is smaller, but nonetheless, it's a beautiful felted upright piano performed by Gwilym Simcock. Let me show you how it sounds. have 3 different signals. So now the ribbon, my favorite sound, very dark. You can take the hammers out, for example, and put the condenser in. So you have a clearer sound, let's say, without the hammers. You have reverb, attack, decay, sustain, release, and pedal noise as well. So a very beautiful compact library for much less money. But of course, as you could hear, it might be also a little bit more limited than, let's say, an Olafur Arnold's Feldgrand that is much more deep or deeper sampled. Another option is the piano that you'll get with the OPW library. It's also a prepared character piano with 4 dynamic layers and 2 round robins. I'm just going to play this for you. Here, I like to turn the reverb up a little bit. As you can hear, it's a prepared piano. It has a thin felt and therefore allows you to address the higher dynamics by hitting the keys harder. The library goes out in collaboration with SA Recordings and is the same price as the original's felt piano, so €29, dollars and pounds, but it's not included in the Piano Day promo. With this library, you also get a bunch of handcrafted electronic sounds, affected pianos and rhythmical loops. Okay, and if you're still here, I hope so, we have some amazing stuff for free. And this soft piano is used in Beyoncé's album. It's probably heard on thousands of TV dramas and films because it's just absolutely fantastic. It's very easy to use, so you pretty much have no controls. It's just out of the box, sounding really beautiful. Just something magical about it. Then we have some modular pianos here, some affected pianos. Really cool stuff there. I mean, just, I don't really need to play much more. Just get it because you can download it for free. Enjoy those sounds during the time where we have to stay home in our studios or in front of our instruments or computers a little more. Cool. Thanks very much for watching and listening. I hope you've learned something. This was insightful. And if you have any questions, please let us know. And we're super happy to help you out. Don't forget to check out Christian's piano book, Experiment. It's amazing. Take care and see you on the next one. Bye bye.